Hi, what's going on, team? Sorry for the late video. I did go to sleep for a little bit, took a nap. Super lazy to get up to make this, but we gotta stay consistent. So yesterday, so today's currently Saturday. So yesterday was the trade was taken on the 17th, Friday, of October. Um, yeah, let's jump right into it, right? So this wasn't really a good R to R trade, but it's what I saw and what I acted on, especially what I saw. So the trade was taken on GU. So we do top-down kind of analysis. Uh, a lot of draws and liquidity to the downside. Um, if we really are looking to go long, I mean, I'd really like to see these lows be taken out and then to continue the move up, especially over here. As you can see, we're starting to put in that leg down. Um, because we can't just keep moving up and up and up without some form of pullback. Uh, but yeah, so I did see a lot of sell side liquidity draws for the day. So my bias was bearish for the day, as I don't know. I just feel like with this huge move up, we didn't really collect any high time frame liquidity to fuel the move to continue the trend. And again, just because we made this huge leg up, we need to put that leg down to continue on the trend. And for that to happen, it would be something like something like that, or something like along those lines. But anyways, let's jump right into it, right? So 1 hour, kind of the same thing. I'll just drawing out my draws because I am entering on the 5 minute POIs but 1 minute entries. So I'm looking to target at least these 1 minute POIs here. Um, so with that in mind, um, uh, yeah, with that in mind, yeah, these are my draws on liquidity. These low resistance lows, and then this kind of uh, high resistance, or you can consider this high resistance or this high resistance kind of liquidity, or this could be low resistance liquidity, and as well as this being the kind of main um, target. But anyways, jumping into it, coming into market open, I did want to see how this gap hold, right? Because we put in that high in Asia and we start making some legs down for pre-market. So what we could do is either continue on the trend to take out more highs on the high time frame. So we could say these highs up here, as it's probably the next target to go to. Um, but again, I was favoring shorts just because of kind of all these stacked liquidity points here. Like as you can see, like low here, low here, low here, low here, low here. Same thing for here. Like it's all stacked, like kind of like a trend line sort of thing going on here. So uh, yeah, definitely wanted to see price take those areas out. So looking on the 5 minute, right? Um, I wanted to see how we reacted from this POI because, as I mentioned before, pre-market, we made some legs down with some momentum. So I just wanted to confirm it with London session opening to see whether we either inverse this gap again. So that means that we've taken out these low time frame liquidities and it was enough to continue on the trend, or we respect this 5 minute area to take out these hourly lows, like kind of all these stacked liquidity down here. So with that in mind, yeah, after we get that tap back into that 5 minute gap, ideally I wasn't ready to go short of these pre-market kind of taps. As you can see, that London opening, we open on this candle here. We entered on this candle here, and I was just kind of looking for these pre-market highs to be taken out, or these 5 minute highs to be taken out here. Um, and again, I wasn't really convinced, especially when we get that tap into it and hourly session opening, especially a new hourly candle. I would love, like, if we were to continue down shorts, to be more confident. I definitely would have looking to seek these highs first before respecting this 5 minute fair value gap to continue on the trend. This short time trend. So if we go in the 1 minute, as you can see, we get that we get some couple legs down on the 1 minute, and we get that huge push up. And what do we take out? These 1 minute highs up here, and then we get that huge, significant drop. And I'm like, okay, like this is settled. Like, we're displacing from a 5 minute gap. I'm pretty confident now that, hey, we are looking to seek these lows down here. So with that in mind, um, yeah, with that in mind, I did enter on this candle making a top wick. So with this huge move down, I did want some of it to be corrected. I needed a top wick to be made to continue on the trend down here. So um, yeah, so I entered on this top wick being formed on this 1 minute candle here, which I managed to get somewhere around here. As you can see, like that kind of wick there. I think I got somewhere around here. Uh, this is not really exact, but somewhere around there. Anyways, we did get that. We did get some legs back up again, but again, it was just the lower high leg to make that lower low, right? But again, if I were to take a loss on this, it would have been a small loss, just because on this move down, we did create a 5 minute gap. Um, we did create a 5 minute gap here, to which I was looking to see whether we respect this area or not. Um, and which we get that huge candle down. So I'm like, okay, cool. If we inverse this gap with some momentum, I am confident that we'll take out Asia lows down here, which is my take profit, which is what we got, right? So I was in a little bit of drawdown as we put in that lower high leg up here. But again, I was relying on this 5 minute gap to hold, right? Because we didn't make this 5 minute gap on the leg down. So it's just was just collecting more shorts to you know go down even further, which is exactly what happened. Um, which is what we got here. Yeah, we get that displacement out of it. It's pretty much everything that I wanted to happen happened, right? I was like, okay, cool. If we respect this 5 minute gap, we're definitely taking out these hourly kind of stack liquidity here. But if we don't respect this 5 minute gap, that means that we just put in um, that lower low to make a higher high, because then we inverse this 5 minute gap, and price could look something like uh, this, something like that. It looks something like that, especially reacting off this 5 minute zone here. But again, just because of these stack liquidities, I was bearish for the day. So yeah, that was that trade. So I'll break it down really quickly, or like I'll kind of summarize it. So hourly time frame, stacked of liquidity here, trendline liquidity here. Can kind of draw it out, yeah. Yeah, trendline liquidity here. So I was targeting, kind of these lows down here. And 5 minute, I'm looking to see what gaps are respected and which ones are not. And when we opened, we tap back into this 5 minute fair value gap, which sellers did act from this area. So I went in the 1 minute, and I looked for a huge candle like this, and again, I didn't want my stops to be too big, so I waited for this top wick to be formed, and I entered. Um, in which I was targeting Asia lows. This trade lasted about like 2 minutes, I think. Very, very bearish activity on the downside to target to take out these lows. So overall, a great trade. It wasn't a 2R, but it was a 1.4R, and I'll take that. Definitely could have held out these to these lows down here, but again, since we are acting on the 1 minute or taking the trade on the 1 minute off 5 minute POIs, hourly kind of draws on liquidity, they're good for me. So um, don't change something that isn't broken, I guess. But anyways, yeah, with that in mind, that was the only trade for today. Glad to end off the week with a win. And yeah, hope you guys trading week went well. But I also hope that you guys are using risk management, and taking care of your loved ones. That's all important. If you got a girl, make sure she's taken care of. Try to make her happy. Um, things like that. It all comes into account when it comes into trading. You're trading in a good mindset, a healthy mindset, and it does affect your psychology. As yeah, I've been trading for about 2 years now, and one thing I learned in psychology is a very huge kind of importance of when it comes to trading. So yeah, wanted to thank you guys for watching, but also wish you guys a great weekend. Um, yeah, peace, peace, peace.